சார் வந்துட்டாங்க. ஆமா ஹலோ
ஹலோ. எஸ் பிரபு
சார், குட் மார்னிங் சார்.
வெரி குட் மார்னிங்.
நான் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
கேமரா ஆஃப்ல இருக்குமா பிரபு? வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம்.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க ஐயா?
நல்லா இருக்கேன்.
ரொம்ப வருஷமாச்சு பார்த்து. நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? உடம்பு நல்லா இருக்குங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கு.
நல்லா இருக்கீங்க. இப்ப நம்மளோட இன்னொருத்தர் ஜாயின் பண்றாரு இல்லைங்க?
சரி
நம்ம இப்ப ஆரம்பிக்கலாங்களா?
சரி.
எஸ். Very good afternoon to everyone. Today we are on 4th day webinar series of our 4th webinar series from GRI Center, New Delhi of Gandhigram Rural Institute, Deemed University. This has become a robust webinar series. We are seeing the viewers from across the country as well from across the world. We are bringing in new titles, very good eminent speakers for your benefit and for enhancing the knowledge level of people. Today we have a very special guest to introduce. Today's subject is Inland Waterways, Importance and Scope in Building Modern India. I am very happy to introduce Professor A.C. Kamaraj, very eminent personality in waterways and management. To introduce sir, I have very less words, Aya, to introduce you, but still I'll try and introduce you. You are renowned already. I know since my childhood days, I am hearing your lectures on the captive subject, and I have grown like that. Today I am 54, so I don't require you to introduce, but still this webinar, we have to do it as a formality, sir. Professor A.C. Kamaraj had his engineering studies from Annamalai University and passed BE with honors. He had his higher studies in UK. After a brilliant academic career, he was directly recruited as Assistant Engineer in PWD, Government of Tamil Nadu, and worked in water management at Sri Vaikundam, having jurisdiction over Thoothukudi. He was then promoted as Executive Engineer. However, with his zeal of work for the development of the country and uplift farmers, compelling him to resign the job. He was head of the department in Tamil Nadu Polytechnic of Madurai, which is a very reputed one, and Professor of Regional Engineering College, Trichy, now NIT. He is a member of American Concrete Institute, MA, CI in USA, and Fellow of Institution of Engineers in India. He has published many articles and books, later including Connecting All Rivers and Indian Economy, National Waterways Project, and Ganga in My Eyes. They're all very, very important documents to say. He has redesigned a canal in Tamrabarani system, reducing cost by 50%, and also redesigned major buildings in Kanchipuram, resulting in a very heavy cost reduction in construction. Has a vast experience in canal formation, construction of dams, water management, water regulation, flood control, design, and construction of major buildings. He is the first person to use gas as a fuel in his car in South India, and the first also to introduce cement cavity blocks in Tamil Nadu. He has traveled to many countries, including USA, Canada, UK, France, Italy, UAE, Germany, and Netherlands for delivering a lot of lectures on water management. He has recently visited Canada and given a keynote address in the 3-day conference on infrastructure and smart ways arranged by Canada India Foundation, Toronto. He has been awarded Eminent Engineer Award by Association of Consulting Civil Engineers in India. This was given by our former President of India, respected Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And he has been given an Outstanding Engineer Award by Institution of Engineers in India, Outstanding Service Awards by Giants International, Best Citizen of India Award by International Publishing House in Delhi, and many more. He is an expert member in Task Force Interlinking of Rivers under Sri Suresh Prabhu, Chairman. Appointed as expert committee member in Interlinking of Rivers ILR in high level committee as a cadre of secretary in Government of India. He has developed innovative smart ways to harness only flood water which is wasted in the country. This waterway has two-way flow, just power and power grid, and declared as the best by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India. The waterways projects like Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu, one in Bihar also is approved by the government of Bihar. He has given solution in drinking water programs in Chennai, Delhi, and Madurai. Presently, sir is chairman of Navatech, National Waterways Development Technology. I welcome you, sir, in this webinar. We are blessed to have you in this webinar for today. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad to speak in Gandhinagar Rural University. I already had 2 meetings there, and now on the website we are going to introduce a project. Gandhinagar is a rural institute, and one CM at Delhi said to me, "Where is rural development without water?" So first, I thank Dr. Annamalai and Dr. Krishna Kumar, Gandhi University. My topic is Ganga Kumar National Water Project or Inland Water Important Scope for Building Modern India. The highways, railways, and roadways, but we don't have waterway. Roads are important, but equally waterway is also important. A smart waterway will be another golden coordinator waterways, especially golden water highways. Will bring great name to government also. Supreme Court insisted to do network of rivers with waterways, as it brings a lot of benefit. The project has already been declared as the best alternative to interlinking rivers by Suresh Prabhu and the Task Force Chairman during what period employment. When former railway minister Sri Anandappa asked his great leader Kamaraj how to improve employment, he said, from national highways from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, it will create enough employment. But our smart waterway or Ganga Kumar National Waterway not only has road, but also waterways all along. So it will create a lot of employment. This one project will improve our economy. Bihar and Tamil Nadu has already accepted our project and included the election manifesto. Recently, we met Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Yadav, and he not only appreciated our project, but commented that this project will change the fate of the country. He also asked to come to see the Madurai to see the working model of project. because he had made a working model. Some people don't understand do it for and all. They got a working model and they have done it. Now, our expert member, Manikandan, will speak on the further on the project.
Due to health reasons, Mr. Manikandan will help us taking it further.
Can I start? Check.
Yeah, right. Please.
Thank you, one and all. I'm extremely delighted, and I take this pride opportunity to address and explain about our National Waterways Smart Waterways project through a webinar organized by the Gandhigram Rural Institute, Gandhigram. It was established by a stalwarts of a daughter of TVS, and from the day of its inception, it has focused in sustainable development. Sustainable development starts with villages, and it has proved in over more than 6 decades. Gandhigram Rural University has seen leadership with a global vision and national development as their major focus and objectives. And I personally know Dr. Many professors and who were vice chancellors, who were leading pioneers in all fields of expertise. And sustainable development can be ensured only through villages. And similarly, Professor A.C. Kamaraj has similarities with Gandhigram Rural University, that just like how economy, education, all such developments are based on rural development and sustainable policies. Professor A.C. Kamaraj has also come out with a sustainable water resources management system, and it includes waterways also as additional inland navigation perspective. So how it is sustainable is because it is not going to disturb the utilizable water. That is, what the water is required by any river basin will not be touched. How this concept has been conceptualized and developed with Professor A.C. Kamaraj is that he has observed, he has actually worked, he has qualified as an engineer from one of the leading leading education institutions in Tamil Nadu, Annamalai University, and then he worked with water resources management in Public Works Department in Tamirabarani River Basin in South Tamil Nadu, the only perennial river basin of the state. And he had live-on experience with farmers, and he had both the intents of the farmer as well as the technocrat vision for water management. And he wanted a wholesome plan for the country. So what happened after retirement? He did many social works, national causes, and he studied the 200-year history of the water management in India, starting from General Sir Arthur Cotton, who was great in transforming the Godavari, Krishna, Penna river basins of the Westfield Andhra Pradesh, where millions of hectares are converted into fertile lands from fallow lands. That transformed the whole entire Andhra Pradesh into rice granary of India. And from that time, and General Arthur Cotton left many waterways projects that was not implemented because the British did not encouraging. They encourage only railway system. So Professor A.C. Kamaraj analyzed from the days of Professor General Arthur Cotton. Then recently, Sir Dr. K.L. Rao proposed the Ganga Kaveri links, and Captain Dastur also came up with the Dastur Garner Canal project. And finally, during Indira Gandhi's period, the national perspective plan by Sir Engineer C.P. Patel, they proposed the interlinking of rivers, and they formed the National Water Development Agency, NWDA. And for 3.5 decades, they have been working on this proposal, and nothing has come out in practically. And Professor Kamaraj, for due to his proficiency, professionalism, dedication, and national vision, national cause, he was actually an expert committee member in the interlinking of rivers for 10 years in the rank of a cabinet secretary. And with that power and practical exposure, he could have hands-on experience with what are the difficulties, what are the technical challenges, what are the financial challenges, and he came up with a wholesome, sustainable, integrated plan, which is it will the Professor Kamaraj plan is the only plan that will satisfy the ecosystem. That will not disturb the existing ecosystem. That will not disturb the environmental system, but it will enhance both ecosystem and environment. Third, it will not disturb the existing irrigation system. It will only enhance the existing irrigation system, and in addition, more millions of hectares will benefit in addition. This is the sustainable concept of Professor A.C. Kamaraj. And Dr. Kalam mentioned this as his pet project in his Vision 2020. We all know that Dr. Kalam, in addition to his contributions, distinct contributions in ISRO by designing the first satellite launch satellite launch vehicle SLV-3, and his immense contribution in DRDO as director and head of the Defense Research and Development Organization, and he was instrumental in various developments in ISRO and DRDO. And after retirement, after he became the president, and he did so many scholarly things, and he compiled all his interactive sessions with 500 leading experts in India, and compiled his vision for developing India that he wrote as a Vision 2020. And in that Vision 2020, Dr. Kalam has specially mentioned the networking of rivers concept of Professor A.C. Kamaraj. And throughout his last breath in 2015, Dr. Kalam was a very good supporter, and he propagated everywhere he went, both as a president and both as a scientist and technocrat, with the greatest involvement in development of the country. He supported the networking of the rivers concept by Professor A.C. Kamaraj. What is the distinction of Professor A.C. Kamaraj networking of concept is, it is a network forming water grid just like power grid, and all rivers are connected by the contour canal so that water can be transferred without pumping. That is the main distinction of this proposal. It is nowhere in the world. And in addition, we are proposing to have the most developed, most advanced research center in the world for water resources engineering and management, and waterways. Waterways is inland navigation, and Professor Kamaraj got the support of not only Dr. Kalam, and we all know the dynamic capabilities of our last Minister for Water Resources, Sri Nitin Gadkari. Sri Nitin Gadkari was the first man to implement the expressway highway project in India from Pune to Mumbai, Pune to Bombay, that is S12 Bombay. From 4 hours road journey, it was brought down to 2.5 journey. And he was also instrumental in the national level this Golden Quarter highway project, connecting the entire length and breadth of the country, that transformed the economic development, that ensured the economic development of the country. And Nitin Gadkari sir, minister, was immensely satisfied with the proposal of Professor Kamaraj and his team, that he visited Madurai when he to inaugurate the Madurai Rameshwaram four-way national way project. He actually gave more importance to declare opening the table model of Professor Kamaraj's national waterway project. And he said, your proposal is very good, your concept is good, and he uses water grid, and he uses concept, and he invited to Delhi Professor Kamaraj and his team to explain proposal along with his technical team. And he was immensely satisfied, and he declared 106 inland waterways proposal in 2 phases. 106 in existing national waterways projects. National waterways, we all know, from then Assam, then another one is from Allahabad to Haldia in West Bengal, connecting Bihar and all, and those states. Then we have in Kerala, then we have in Andhra Pradesh connecting, and that 6 already is there. Another 105 waterways is declared, and that is in 2 phases. And third phase is, he promised that Professor Kamaraj that he will take up the National Waterways project as is in third phase, and that is he has now again we have a new minister, ministry that has been the Water Resources Department ministry has been changed his name to Jal Shakti Minister, Honorable Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. As he is also has shown is a lot of interest in our proposal. In proposal, he is very much pet for. He has very much regards for Professor A.C. Kamaraj, and he also had 2 extensive discussion, technical discussion, and he has promised to visit we have big model in 10,000 square feet in Kamaraj Engineering College, which is a the complete model of the networking of reverse concept, and that was also visited by our honorable President, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, who explained that our country will become Lakshmi if this proposal is implemented. And based on Dr. Kalam's first day independence speech, the Supreme Court of India came on its own, suo moto, and issued orders to the Government of India to take up networking of rivers with waterways. And it has given in 2012 also. So in addition, all over High Court and Supreme Court and experts in waterways, Netherlands, I mean, Holland is the has waterways developed for 800 years. Professors and scholars from Delft University and experts from experts and bureaucrats and from Netherlands have personally supported Dr. Kalam, and Professor A.C. Kamaraj and his team. And Canada is also having a vast network of inland waterways from that is Saint Lawrence waterways is very now they are also supporting. So we have sustainable water resources management with waterways project that will be a leading institution in the whole world. And there is also a proposal to have a world-class research center for water resources engineering management and waterways. And we will have now we will go for a slideshow, PowerPoint presentation. This is the this is a consolidated see the network, and you have 3 segments. The red one is the southern water grid, the middle one the blue is the central water grid, and the Himalayan water grid is in the northernmost region. We see that almost the entire country is networked by this unique, novel and innovative concept of Professor A.C. Kamaraj. After studying various developments in India for more than 250 years, he has absorbed, and this is the consolidated and final proposal covering the entire country, and it ensures sustainable development. That is the major distinction of this proposal. Yes. And this is the present scenario where we have water, but we have drought also. We have water surplus, but we have a drought also. This is the imbalance position in India, and our proposal balances both the drought and the flood also. The flood water is stored and utilized to clear the drought. So we will not have drought, we will not have flood. That is the sustainable concept, unique concept of Professor A.C. Kamaraj. And this is the 3 segments of waterways. The red one is the Himalayan waterways, the blue one is the central waterways, and the green one is the southern waterways. So we can see that the entire country is being networked, where the water grid will import all the flood water. It will store the flood water, and it will transmit it across all regions of the country. So the flood is controlled, then drought is also controlled. The same reservoir is used both for storing water and transmitting water. So therefore, land acquisition is only 2%. That is also a very good advantage of this proposal. Now you can see yourself the concept and the other features, how it is. National water is how it is called as a linear storage reservoir, and it is also national water is because we have for transportation also. In addition to that, drinking, irrigation, power, highways, etc. This is the available water resources position in India. 4,000 BCM is a very good quantity for if we divide for all our requirements. If this 4,000 BCM is effectively utilized, the country will not have any problem for water. It will solve the entire water problem of our country. This is the statistics. 4,000 BCM is what we receive from a total in 1 year. We get so much water for the entire country, which is enough for all the necessities for all the people. This is the innovative concept is that water from A will go to river B and it will also go to river C. Similarly, from river C go to river B and it will go to river A also. That means it is a water grid, which means without pumping, with a differential head of water, water from any river to any river in the country, it will be network, it will be connected, and the water will flow in all directions. This is water grid as power grid, and this water grid concept is not available anywhere in the world. So we will covering the entire country. This is the technical simulation showing. See how it is naturally flowing without disturbing the spring flow, and riparian flow is going downstream. Only flood water is transmitted from north and south to the diverted to the our reservoir. It is not disturbing the natural flow. And this is for irrigation. And this is the two water grid concept in simulation and this thing. So we have how this is the Andhra Waterways project, where 3 rivers. We are actually having a table model where the catchment from the 3 river bases of Godavari, Krishna, and Pennar, how it is only the surplus flood water is imported in our reservoir, and the natural flow and the riparian flow is not disturbed. So no state is going to oppose our proposal. This is the only proposal all the states are agreeing, because no state is going to be the loser. All the states are going to be the winners. All the states are going to get the share of whatever is required for their state. And this is one segment of this thing. This is the benefits. We have direct benefits and indirect benefits also, tangible and intangible benefits also. How it is the flood is also controlled and drought is also controlled by the same phenomenon. That is one unique way. Then we can how drinking water is ensured for all the people. Then how additional irrigation for 100 million hectares, acres of land in across the country. That will satisfy the food, all the food security of 2050. Also, it will India will not rely on any country for its food requirements. Then 60,000 megawatt directly generation from the water available, and another 40,000 megawatt is saved due to groundwater recharge. Then we have serpent reservoir, employment, GDP increase, then environment, ecosystem, food, tourism, fisheries, and all. And this is the biggest rainwater harvesting in the world, and water is available for all purposes. And we share with Gandhiram Rural University that everything is rural development. This is eco-friendly, environment-friendly, and social friendly also. Then how inland navigation reduces all import. Our country is importing, spending billions of dollars only in oil import. Our country is too much money for oil import. That will reduce the oil import. Our proposal will reduce oil import. Then it will also induce afforestation. Then the carbon footprint is a big problem in the world. Climate change and global warming is a big change in the world, and our proposal will play a big role in carbon reducing carbon footprint and this global warming and climate change. So we will be pioneers in the world. We will set examples to the world in every aspect of development, sustainable development in the world. This is the cost breakup of finance. How the proposal is completely 100% self-sustaining, because we have huge returns in various aspects, so that all the investment will be repaid within 5 to 7 years of the proposal, and after that the country will be completely only profit. We will be making only profit. We have this breakup of returns. And Dr. Kalam, I have already told that he said this is a very innovative proposal, and that throughout his life he said this is the pet proposal, project. And this is the Canadian team who visited our working model, first working model we developed near Madurai, and they were they were just based on our concept and our model, they were willing to invest in this proposal. They are happy to invest. They are leading experts in water resource management in the world. As I told, in Netherlands, the first country in the world, they have done waterways for more than 800 years. Their rulers and kings, they actually encouraged waterways transport, that is waterways. And this is the voice of the world, where we can see Mark Kelly, he is from Canada, and Mr. David Ramsbottom from UK. Then we can how they have shared their expert opinion about proposal, and Professor A.C. Kamaraj. And we can see this is I already told, Sri Nitin Gadkari, Honorable Minister, he came to Madurai to inaugurate the Madurai Rameshwaram National Highway project, but he focused more on our proposal. He inaugurated the table model. You can see how much interest he is having. And he invited our also, he invited us to our team to Delhi, and he had a very extensive discussion, and he actually promised to take up in his third phase. I already told but after 111, this is that baton was carried over by Jal Shakti Ministry, Honorable Gajendra Singh Shekhawat from the baton of Nitin Gadkari ji. And he is also showing immense interest. He has learned from his predecessors like Nitin Gadkari and our Dr. Kalam, and he has his own interest in proposal. This is very discussion with various ministers of states and secretaries, and this is the views of VAPs. Dr. Panchanathan is a very leading expert in. He was a chief engineer, and he was water resources. Then we have Dr. V.C. Kulandeswamy, he was a hydrology expert. He was in Anna University. The Anna University became world famous during his tenure, and he was a leading hydrology experts in India, and he is known all over the world. And he will, as I told, he will recommend Nobel Prize for Professor A.C. Kamaraj. And we have leading experts across the world from Netherlands who has shared their views. And thank you one and all for being with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Perfect.
Sir, I think we have troubled you a lot with this health condition I'm really very sorry. We are
Thank
troubling
you.
you. We are troubling you.
No, not at all. It's a pleasure to present our project to all the people.
Absolutely.
I thank Mr. Manigandan
As explained.
and how if anybody wants some clarification, they can ask.
Sir, generally the concept in Indian waterways is something like storing water and making a separate waterway like on a flow, like Brahmaputra, waterway number 1, which is now today operational. This is on a flowing river which has that kind of water, but most of the rivers are not flowing because of dams, a lot of dams, and as well as climatic conditions, weather conditions. What you are saying is something very unique. You are saying that when the excess water from one river like Krishna is wasting 2000 TMC waters to your sea, and similarly other rivers are also when they get excess water, it goes to the ocean. How did you concept this, sir? How did you took it as extra water, taking it and building in a waterway project, something unique? Can you just explain it, sir?
I, I supported many projects, including KL Rao, Captain Duster, and also the proposal, the present proposal. But then I found that they are not workable because states don't accept. So I thought we must come up with a new project which suits the states, all the states should accept. So this concept was transmitted into water grid, and water from any river can be transferred to any river. There is a, and we take only flood water. And flood water is far more than any other water because we have to 5 times more than our requirement. And the requirement is 2050.
Sir,
Anything else?
we are hearing, sir. You can continue, please.
As Maniandan explained it, is a project, it's unique, and nowhere in the world there is a tool of the water grid like power grid. And so this project is praised by everybody. Dr. Abdul Kalam was fully supporting us. And you saw that these are the VIPs and these are old, outside the world. So this is the voice of people. They give so many importance to this project.
Fine, sir. How do you see India's development in waterways vis-a-vis other countries? We have not
What is
developed.
most important?
We have not developed that much of waterways in India as compared to the other countries. So, how do you see the opportunity in India to convert waterways and to bring up the economy, sir?
And actually, China has developed 1,20,000 20,000 kilometers of waterway, but we have not done any waterway so far. But what we do is existing waterway, river course, we call it waterway. That is all. That is of no use. And the most important is only flood water we take it, and this is for 5 times more than our requirement. So there will not be any problem for irrigation, drinking water, rural development, industries. And whatever you think of, there is enough water for us in this project.
Great, sir. Great. With a lot of benefits, you have come up in one unique plan. Really, this country deserves to have this kind of waterways, and I pray you should be in the lead role. You should play in the lead role to develop these things. Can you just say something on Bihar? they have approved this waterway. How do you
Yes.
think that it will benefit Bihar?
See, Bihar, north, there is a lot of flood. South, there is no flood, only drought. So Abdul Kalam wanted me to give a proposal. I gave a proposal, he presented in the assembly. Then they called me to present the project, and they were so much impressed by the project, and they said they included in the election manifesto. And similarly, in Tamil Nadu also, Madam Chief Minister was keen, and our Abdul Kalam, former President Abdul Kalam, he himself presented the project to Madam. After that, she invited me, and she gave lot of respect, and I explained the project. Immediately, she had Chief Secretary, sanctioned the project. Let them do this study. That is what she said. But before that, the elections came, so it couldn't be followed.
With Krishna Godavari or Kaveri Krishna, how will you see that the state will get benefited, sir? Because the flood water from Krishna or
As M.S. Swaminathan said, win-win situation for every state. Godavari has got every year 3,000 teams, a lot of water goes to sea, and damage also. And Krishna also has sometimes. Similarly, Kaveri also had surplus water, flood water goes to sea. So if we connect this, all the rivers will get benefit. So in this project, no state is affected. It's a win-win. MS Sarman said, it's a win-win situation for all.
one question comes to me, sir. Will we be able to bring in large vessels, ships in this?
Pardon?
Will we be able to bring in, like in sea, the ships are sailing, they are coming, and can they bring in into this kind of waterways, sir?
Yeah, it
Is
is possible. That is what we have planned. That is necessary also.
Very unique, sir. Very unique. This is really great. So we can get ships inside the country with this waterway. So by forming a jetty, we don't have to only confine on the ports. We can bring in ships and we can take it. So it will reduce a lot of costs. Great, sir.
That is
Great.
true.
Great. How do you think that agriculture will get benefited in this, sir?
Agriculture will get enough water for irrigation and groundwater recharging, everything is there. And they need not dig wells and all that. So they will get surface water, enough water for agriculture. And they need not bother, they will have enough water, all purposes. So that will improve rural development.
I have a very specific question, sir. How can we develop this water grid power generation from this project, sir? The scope for power manufacturing.
In power grid, every states are willing to join. Every state is willing to join power grid. Similarly, in water grid also, every state would like to join this. No state will oppose.
According to you, how much we can save money in joining the rivers and for future? How India will get strengthened in this program?
There is a lot of benefit to by this project. First, we get power, hydropower, pollution-free hydropower, and because water is available everywhere, and and we are take only enough flood water. The first surface water will go to sea, and so every state that is will get oil saving, most important, and then power saving, and then for irrigation, everywhere you get water for irrigation. There is rural development exactly, and water reduces the oil consumption compared to road. The road consumes 100%, water consumes only 90% oil. So import of oil will be
Easy.
reduced a lot.
That's great,
Or
sir.
foreign exchange.
This is my last question, sir. Entire world is thinking of waste management, and you have got a unique thought process of waste water management. Water getting into sea, that is waste actually. You have thought with a unique concept of saving it and getting waterways, inland waterways, power grid, transportation, agriculture, whatnot. It's a fantastic, unique project, sir. How we are going to take it is with the government, and definitely I'm sure with the kind of recognitions you have got from various governments in the state, the country will progress in this vision, sir. I really thank you so much. In spite of your health condition, you have come and joined us in this webinar and enriched. I thank Manikandan sir also for giving a nice presentation, making us understand what kind of impact the National Waterways project will bring in prosperity in this country, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you a lot. Krishna Kumar, thanks a lot.
Thank you.